Hello, I'm Will Scolton, and I'd like to lead you on another Bible study using Scripture alone. If all throughout this they kept the Sabbath and the festivals, and it's prophesied in here that we're going to keep them again, why does the church teach that they're done away with? So, don't believe me, but I would believe what the Word says and do more study on it than what I show you here, because your eternity depends on you. So let's get started. So this is Zechariah 14. And like all my other Bible studies, I'm not going to read all the scripture. I bolded and highlighted some stuff I'm going to read, but you can pause it and you can read whatever you want. So please get out your favorite Bible. So Zechariah 14. Then survivors from all the nations that have attacked Jerusalem will go up year after year to worship the King, Yahuwah Almighty, and celebrate the Festival of Tabernacles. Dropping down to verse 18. If the Egyptian people do not go up and take part, they will have no rain. Yahuwah will bring on them the plague he inflicts on the nations that do not go up to celebrate the Festival of Tabernacles. This will be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment for all of the nations that do not go up and celebrate the Festival of Tabernacles. Verse 21. Every pot in Jerusalem and Judah will be holy to Yahuwah Almighty, and all who come to sacrifice will take some of the pots and cook in them. And on that day there will no longer be a Canaanite in the house of Yahuwah Almighty. Again, that was Zechariah 14:16-21. Why does the church teach the festivals and sacrifices are done away with? Do you believe the word, or do you believe the man? This is chapter 26, I believe, of Matthew. While they were eating, Yeshua took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take and eat, this is my body." Then he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, saying, "Drink from it, all of you. This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins. I tell you, I will not drink from this fruit of the vine from now on until the day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom." Why would Yeshua say this if it's done away with? Come on, church. Don't you care if your flock does not make it past the fiery lake of sulfur? And yes, that was Matthew. Here's chapter 5 of 1 Corinthians. Your boasting is not good. Don't you know that a little yeast leavens the whole batch of dough? Get rid of the old yeast, so that you may be a new unleavened batch, as you really are, for Yeshua, our Passover lamb, has been sacrificed. Therefore, let us keep the festival, not with the old bread leavened with malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. Let us keep the festival. Leviticus 23, the appointed festivals. Then Yahuwah said to Moses, Speak to the Israelites and say to them, These are my appointed festivals, the appointed festival of Yahuwah, which you are to proclaim as sacred assemblies. The Sabbath, look at that, the Sabbath's the first one listed. There are 6 days when you may work, but the 7th day is a Sabbath rest, a day of sacred assembly. You are not to do any work wherever you live. It is a Sabbath to Yahuwah. Verse 4. These are Yahuwah's appointed festivals, the sacred assemblies. You are to proclaim at their appointed times. Yahuwah's Passover begins at twilight on the 14th day of the first month. On the 15th day of that month is Yahuwah's festival of unleavened bread begins. For 7 days you must eat bread made without yeast. On the first day hold a sacred assembly and do no regular work. For 7 days present a food offering to Yahuwah. And on the 7th day hold a sacred assembly and do no regular work. This is to be a lasting ordinance for the generations to come, wherever you live. On the same day you are to proclaim a sacred assembly and do no regular work. This is to be a lasting ordinance for generations to come, wherever you live. I am Yahuwah, your Elohim. Yahuwah said to Moses, Say to the Israelites, on the first day of the 7th month you are to have a Sabbath rest, a sacred assembly commemorated with trumpet blast. Do no regular work, but present a food offering to Yahuwah. Those who do not deny themselves on that day must be cut off from their people. I will destroy from among their people anyone who does any work on that day. You shall do no work at all. This is to be a lasting ordinance for the generations to come, wherever you live. It is a day of Sabbath rest to you, and you must deny yourselves. From the evening of the 9th day of the month until the following evening, you are to observe your Sabbath. Verse 33. Yahuwah said to Moses, Say to the Israelites, on the 15th day of the 7th month, Yahweh's festival of tabernacles begins, and it lasts for 7 days. The first day is a sacred assembly. Do no regular work. Celebrate this as a festival to Yahuwah for 7 days each year. This is to be a lasting ordinance for the generations to come. Celebrate it in the 7th month. So Moses announced to the Israelites the appointed festivals of Yahuwah. Do a study on how long this is a lasting ordinance. It goes for eternity. It does not stop. I don't know why the church is trying to tell us those were only for a time because they're coming back. And if they did them in the Bible and they're going to do them in the future, does it make sense that we don't have to do them now? Just food for thought. Thank you and have a great day.